Hey everyone, it's Angeline here at etrailer. Today we're taking a look at the Inno Gravity Ski and Snowboard Carrier, and we're seeing how it fits here on our 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. If you're looking for a compact but also super easy to install ski and snowboard and even fishing rod carrier, the Inno Gravity is going to be the one. It has very easy to use clamps, it has locks included, it has everything you may need to carry up to 3 sets of skis or 2 boards. Now, there are some things to keep in mind with it being a more compact carrier, so we're going to take a look at how that works out. If you're looking to carry more skis and snowboards, well, this has a usable space of 14 inches and 5/8 of an inch. So that's something to be mindful of if you have your wider snowboards or your wider skis. This is also technically available as a double, meaning 2 of these carriers attached together by a bar. But as you can see here on our Jeep Wrangler, there's so much more space on our roof for other items. So if you're someone that has, let's say, a small rooftop tent or a cargo basket or some kayaks up on your roof, and you also want a fishing rod carrier or a ski and snowboard carrier, that's when you might prefer the compactness of the Inno Gravity. The way this carrier works is you have this top that secures your skis and your boards. Now, this is accessed by this button, so if you had gloves or mittens on, if you just slam that button, this can then just pop up and then you can grab your things. Now, what secures that end is going to be this lock core. So your keys are included with your carrier, and locking this not only prevents you from opening up that button, but also prevents you from undoing the carrier. I do recommend, if and when possible, to secure your carrier as far to the end of your roof rack as you can. That makes it a bit easier to grab those skis and those boards, and you're not having to climb up into your door to get in further down the carrier. So with that, we were able to install our carrier to the overhang of our crossbar because of the memory mount system. See these clamps around the crossbar? Well, you only need to set the tension of those clamps one time. So from that point onwards, when you undo this lever, the clamps are then undone, and then you can lift the carrier off of your crossbar. You adjust the tension by this little knob over here, and then when you need to secure your carrier, you just bring that lever right back in, and it's all secure. Super fast, super easy, no fiddling around required. What gives that grip to the boards are going to be these very thick pieces of cushion. So there's going to be a tall rubber cushion on the bottom as well as the top of the carrier. And the way this works, and the reason why they're pretty tall, is for your different bindings or your different thickness of boards. So you have 1 as well as 2 settings or notches to secure them. Like, I can't remove my hand from the carrier at this point, but also you can see how that cushion adjusts around my hand, and will do the same thing for your skis. This is very straightforward, very easy to use. If you get the adapter, you can also use this with the Inno Quick Base system, which is a hitch as well as a roof frame mount. So if ever you needed to carry your skis and snowboards on your hitch receiver, that is an option for the Inno Gravity. But most people tend to use it if they are looking for a compact carrier. They have other things on their roof, but they also want to make sure that they are safely carrying their skis, their boards, and their fishing rods. Not many carriers will have all of the things included, from the easy-to-use button to the locks, to the ability to lock the carrier itself, to your roof rack. So as something that is all in one, I like the Inno Gravity, but if you need more space for more skis, you could look into getting one on the other side, but then you do waste a little bit of the center space. So that's when I would recommend something like the Malone Lift Line, which would be longer and has the ability to slide out, but is a little bit of a more affordable carrier with just not the same look and structural sturdiness that the Inno Gravity has. So check out my full review if you're curious about the different features of this ski and snowboard carrier, but I think this is a really good fit for this car. If you have a different Jeep or a different roof rack, now your experience might vary a little bit, but this was an overall gist of how this ski and snowboard carrier works. For reference, what we have it on today is the Rhino Rack gutter mounted roof rack, and if you don't yet have a roof rack, you can find one custom fit for your Jeep here on our website. But today what you saw was the Inno Gravity ski and snowboard carrier on the 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe.